What is going on, traders and investors? Camilo here from Trending Wavez, bringing you to another end of day market update for Tuesday, May the 4th. So I hope you guys had a good trading session as we have been selling off and currently bouncing. Okay, and as we discussed in yesterday's video, if you got the chance to watch that video, if not, I do encourage you to go back to it. But we discussed the possibility of this scenario. Although we have been operating under our preferred interpretation, which was taking us higher into the other wave 3 from the alt count, and obviously as we consolidated last week and no price action broke above those key levels that we were mentioning, we started noticing that the trend could be to the downside, was favoring that direction. So we said to ourselves, guys, let's just pull out our previous alternate account and just stick with this one, because that's what potentially is going to happen. So again, if you've been watching those videos, you'll know that coming into today, that's what we were focusing on and we were expecting. So this wave can suggest that a flat correction is underway. Now, if you're on the Discord group, you'll know that this is something we've been tracking us together as a team. We bounce ideas back and forth, suggesting that perhaps this is going to go lower to 405, or just it has found immediate support here at these levels. So we'll see, but let's review that. But before I dive into it, if you want everyday coverage on the indices and individual stocks, just consider joining our group. The link is in the description down below, and it'll take you to the sign up page. We'll really love to see your faces there. Okay, so here we go. Before I turn on the labels and our Elliott wave count, let's just take a look at our traditional indicators. So this is the 200-day simple moving average, the 50, and the 20. As you noticed, we closed right above the 20. We were breaking below it, and the bulls came and defended this area. So the low of the day was 411.67. Okay, now taking you over to our wave count, as you can see there, closing above the 20 simple moving average. But let me turn off these indicators for now, and let's focus and dive into this zone. So taking you down to the 1 hour time frame, from our March lows, actually let me zoom in here. From our March lows, we went up in 1, ABC down into 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, completed wave 3 in the minor degree. Now this is called an ABC flat. Okay, and what we're looking here is the following. When we moved down in 3 waves into wave A, 1, 2, 3 into wave B, we failed to break above the 120, the 1272 fib retracement of wave A compared to wave B. Now, given that that was another hint, right, that was telling us that we are being, the S&P is being weak and is not trying to break higher, and this sideways correction, we opted out to start analyzing and revisiting this wave count. So we moved down in 1, ABC up in wave 2. Now today we sold off drastically. If I take you down to let's take us down to a 15-minute time frame. Okay, you'll note that down in 1, up in 2, down in 3. Wave 3 came in at 200% a extension of wave 1 versus wave 2, which is appropriate. And now we started to bounce up in the wave 4, A, B, and C, into the 50% retracement of wave 2 compared to wave 3. Now, in the event that we keep on going on higher, our next level to keep an eye on will be the golden pocket, which is the 61.8% at 416.68, which coincidentally comes in line with the top of the gap down. Obviously, you'll know that gaps need to get filled. So in the event that we keep on going higher, maybe this is the time and the moment where we will fill the gap. Now, I don't think that this correction is over. I do think that we are going further down. And why do I say that? Because we don't see 5 waves completion here. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, up in 4, until we come and we invalidate or surpass the low of wave 1, or the origin of wave 1, which is coming relatively soon. Actually, let's put up a line right here. Okay, if price action goes above, and I know I just mentioned the 618, actually let me hide that, because that would invalidate this wave count. So what I'm trying to say is that the 50% retracement, which found immediate resistance, okay, could be the top of wave 4. Okay, and this was going to be a shakeout. Now, Once wave 4 finds its top, obviously, as I mentioned just now, we can't go beyond this origin here, because then that would invalidate this whole count. And perhaps we will call this the wave 5 completion and the start of the uptrend resumption. And this was a pretty shallow wave 4 correction. If that's the case, let's turn on the higher degree wave 4 fib levels, okay, and let's turn on the most shallow retracement here. And see, even so, I'm even scratching my head. I don't think that would be the case, right? Where wave 4 actually completed in the minor degree, which will be here, because the 23.6% retracement of this higher degree wave 4 will come in at, let's take a look here. So this whole fib level comes from the 2 to the 3, right? And that'll give you these two here, these two fib zones. Now, I don't think that might be the case. This would be very shallow, unless wave 3 ended here at this peak, at which point, yeah, there you go. You see, perhaps wave 3 ended here. We'll need to recount this and relabel it. But if this is the case, all right, if this is the case, then this is a very, very shallow wave 4, all right, and there will be an A, B, and C, which is still valid, okay, but nevertheless, we'll take it a day at a time. For now, we are going to operate under this impression here. Let's undo all these changes. Okay, here we go, and zoom back in. I mean, we'll know relatively soon. If we end up breaking above 416 spot 42, which is the low of wave 1 here, we'll reconsider this wave count, okay? But if that's not the case, then wave 4 finished, and now we are going to head on lower to where we have these clusters of fib zones. So the 38.2, the 1618 of wave A projected to wave B will give you the low of wave C, which comes in at 408. 1272 is the retracement of wave A to wave B, and the 38.2 is the retracement of wave 2 versus wave 4 versus wave 3. My apologies. So we have this zone here to consider for a possible wave 4 bottom. Okay, so that's where we stand here in the S&P. Now, taking you over to the Nasdaq or the QQQs, I'm gonna hide the labels and take you back over to the 1 hour time frame, sorry, the daily time frame, and open up our indicators here. So if I zoom in, you'll note that the blue line here is the 50-day moving average. We close just right above it. Okay, so when we turn on our wave counts, that comes in at the 50% retracement, taking you down over to the 1 hour time frame, where I will just hide these. Actually, no, I'll hide them because it's not valid here. But anyway, so the 50% retracement, okay, of wave 2 versus wave 3 will give you the 324 spot 87, and as you know, that came in on the daily time frame at the 50-day simple moving average. So that gives me confidence that perhaps this was the bottom. Also, if I take you back down here, sorry that I'm keeping you sort of going back and forth on these time frames, but it's important. So just like on the S&P, if by any chance, so for instance, if this was A, B, and C, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? If that's the case, then obviously this is not a valid wave count, because wave 4 will go beyond the territory or the extreme of wave 1, and that can't happen. So that would mean that this whole wave count is invalidated, and we have topped out on the Nasdaq. If that's the case, we'll have to reevaluate our wave positions here and take a look at the larger wave degree to see where we are, because I'm pretty much certain that, or not certain, there's no certainty here, but I'm more or less, I'm sure that this is the bottom here in the Nasdaq, and that we are going to go on higher. But hey, if I'm wrong, I'll take it. That's fine. That's why we have these wave counts. If the case is that we end up going lower and pass beyond the wave 1 territory here, then we'll look at that wave count tomorrow. Okay, I'll have to take a look at it and prepare it. So as for now, wave 3 ended on April the 16th, AB, and we just completed wave C. Okay, we still have yet to determine that. Maybe we'll get another leg lower, or if this is in fact the wave C, or if there's 5 waves here, maybe wave 5 will be truncated. Who knows? So we'll take it one day at a time, guys. Okay, so that was a quick update for you. Again, subscribe to the channel. This is pretty complicated at the moment. I mean, there's a lot going on. We'll see what happens. And we cover the indices every day, Monday through Friday on the group. Consider joining. The link is down in the description. And consider subscribing to the channel and hit the thumbs up notification so that you can get alerted when I upload these videos. As always, I am here to help out, and if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. I'll be happy to look at them and answer them, and look forward to any questions. So, all right, take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.